What's up, everybody? Welcome to Truth Talk, all truth all the time. I am Joe Truth, and check out the new intro music.
So enigmatic and charismatic, gotta live static, gotta get at it, never pragmatic, cause we live tragic. I can't live average, to be alive's magic.
Badass song.
Cause I'm grabbing everything I want, get in my way and I'm stabbing. I'll be moving crowds till I'm 6 feet napping. They need another fix, hooked on like an addict. I got my eyes on the prize and it's changing lives. I wanna live till I die, make a difference, right? I wanna give those in need a reason to fight. I wanna live every day like it's my last night. I wanna change how we play the game. Rearrange all the pieces till they say my name. Push an agenda against doing what they say. I wanna stand up and start a revolution. I wanna start a revolution. I wanna start a
Make sure you give these guys a follow and give them their due. What a badass song. What a badass song, guys. It's Nefex, N-E-F-F-E-X. Check them out. Please give them a follow. Like it's custom made for this show. That's what it seems, right? I'm on top now, while me kissing babies. Call me out, president, boss tool, hate me. I'm a trust my gut, you don't face. What a badass song, guys. Check them out again. That's N-E-F-F-E-X. New intro song. So is that what we're doing here? I guess that's a good question, right? Is that what we're doing? Are we trying to start a revolution? And you got to be careful with that term, especially now in this current state of the world. But yeah, we are. A revolution of your mind. We want you to stop being controlled, break free from that, and think for yourself. Whether you're wrong or right isn't what's open for discussion. Thinking for yourself, there's the problem. There's the topic. We have not thought for ourselves in a long time. This is by design. And trust me, we'll hit this down the road. A whole show, maybe even a whole week dedicated towards this. But it's time for you to think for yourselves. You are being controlled. You don't even know it. And until you wake up and smell the coffee, you have no idea that you're being controlled, but you are. You are. I know a lot of people are probably like, no, we're not being controlled. This is science. They teach this. Marketing, advertising, the whole nine. You are most certainly being controlled. So yeah, this is a revolution, but it's not manifesting in the physical, and we wouldn't condone that. It's a revolution of your mind. Stop letting them think for you. It is time to think for yourself. And you're on the right path. If you're listening to this, you're on the right path. There's no doubt about it. You are on the right path. So that's the new intro song, Nefex, N-E-F-F-E-X. And they kick ass, guys. So let's get into it. The first podcast of the year. And we're going to run the news. We haven't ran the news in so long. We're going to run the news. Front and center on the mainstream media outlets. Front and center. My favorite, CNN. Oh, gosh. COVID. If you want to know what's going on in the world and you decide CNN is your window into the world, I'm going to tell you, here it is. COVID, COVID, COVID. So let's break it down. Here's what I do know. Both sides have politicized and manipulated this topic to fit their narrative so much that you don't know what to believe and what not to believe. In the coming weeks, we are going to have guests on the show, guests with credentials, not just opinions. And we're going to get a broad spectrum of this topic. Everything from the vaccine to preventatives to the science, we're going to get it all. People are sick. Everyone in my circle is sick. Some have COVID, some do not. Some have taken multiple tests and came positive, negative, positive, positive. That's one individual in mind. At-home test, positive, went to CVS, negative. Another at-home test, positive, went back to CVS, got tested with a rapid test, and was positive. I don't know that they even know what the hell they're testing for half the time. But I do know that people are dying from this. So to simply write it off and say that it's not real, that's not going to fly. Okay? Now, there are some out there that believe that it's not real, and that's fine. You are entitled to your opinion as long as you're not being controlled. See, people don't understand that both sides do it, so they'll never see that their side is doing it. They'll always look at the other side and say, you're full of shit. But your side, too, is controlling the narrative, painting a picture for you to keep us, listen, focus, to keep us divided. Now, I heard something today, and I thought, damn, that is a different way to look at this. The guy said that COVID is communism wrapped up in a biological presentation. And I thought to myself, damn, now that is one way to look at it. It is meant to divide us. It is meant to strip us of our freedoms, and it is meant to make us adhere, and that is one hell of a way to look at it, folks, because that is what it's done. We are certainly divided, vaxxed or unvaxxed. COVID's real or it's not. We are certainly divided on the topic. And think of all of the things, all of the freedoms that have been stripped from you. At one point, they shut down the world economy. Wow. That is certainly one way to look at it. Now, like I said, we're going to address this in the coming weeks. We're going to dive in to the data, to the numbers. We're going to have guests on that have credentials. And we're going to try to figure out what is actually the truth. What is actually going on here? Had to pick my dog up. She doesn't understand that we're recording a podcast, do you? It's okay. She's just like, yo, Dad, play with me. Now, before I came on the podcast, before I started recording, she wanted nothing to do with me. But now it's like, yo, you're busy, play with me. Anyway, we are going to present the facts, and you decide. We aren't going to control what you believe. We're not going to control what's presented to you. We're going to give you both sides. You decide. There's the problem. There's where the change has happened. We no longer get both sides. We no longer get both sides. We get their side. And their side is not correct. No matter what, their side is not correct. So, look for that in the coming days. But if you want to know what's going on with CNN, it's COVID. Can't stand that network. I got to tell you. My dear friends at Fox, and it's like a sign. Hostile takeover. I know all too real for me about what that means. Federal agency chair makes a big move accusing Democrats of bypassing her to force through agenda. Look, Fox tries to expose what's going on with the left, not focusing on what's going on with the right. Both parties do this kind of thing. I truly believe that we need a reset with the government. I do. I love this country. There is a place for government. There is a place for the rule of law. We need some fresh, new minds that are not tainted with the years of political service, the years of payments under the table, the years of pushing agendas. We need some fresh, new minds. There are many out there, but nobody wants that job because it has been tainted over the years. I get it all the time. Hey, Joe, why don't you run for office? No, thank you, my friends. They would skin me alive. For certain, they would skin me alive. But they're talking about the government using FEMA resources to bolster testing sites, using FEMA itself to bypass and push their agenda. Fox has taken a very strong anti-COVID stance. Now, we just said we're going to address COVID, but I don't think that being totally anti-COVID is the answer. You are being part of the problem, not part of the solution. People are getting sick. We need to figure out why they're getting sick. And for real, to keep it honest, this is the biggest money grab in history. The biggest money grab in history. No doubt about it. Think of all the money. How much do you think these COVID tests cost per unit? Yeah. How much do you think hospitals get by labeling this as being COVID related, whether it be a death, a sickness, illness, a hospitalization, whatever the case may be? How much do you think they get? I guarantee you there's a stipend in there for COVID related anything. I guarantee it. We'll get to that. That'll be something that we dive into. I saw a video. It is a legitimate video. It is a woman at CVS asking for the insert to the COVID-19 vaccination of her choice. Now, everyone has seen these videos where they're blank. She's streaming this shit live. Okay? Now, they recorded this, but this is being streamed live. And the pharmacist is so perplexed after he opens it up and he's trying to figure it out and he's doing his job. And as a pharmacist, his job is to educate you on what you are putting inside your body. At one point, the guy says he's ready to turn in his license because he doesn't understand why it's blank. And that he is pushing this and he is doing this because he is being told to do so. And under his experience, it seems to be safe because no one's coming back and saying, yo, I'm messed up now because I took this vaccine. But at one point, he's ready to turn in his license. We are all being played. We are all being manipulated. To the nth degree, all of us. Those of you that are standing up for this, you're being played. Those of you that are standing against it, you're being played. It's the biggest money grab in the history of the world. One day, mark my words, January 1st, 2022, one day, they will stand in front of Congress and have to answer for this. One day. Maybe 10 years down the road, maybe 50, maybe 100. But once you put something on the internet, it is there forever. You will revert back to this at some point and you will see that I was right. We're being bamboozled. The more I discuss it, the more I think about it, I really like that metaphor. COVID is communism in a biological presentation. Because we are so divided. And divided we will fall. And I know it's cliche, and I hate cliches because at the end of the day, they're always right. We cannot come together for anything, for nothing right now. And God help this new generation. Oh my Lord. I am Generation X. And I believe unequivocally that is the last great generation. This new generation, whatever the hell you want to call them. Whoa. Wow. You know, I was an employer up until about 2 weeks ago. I actually had a 19-year-old working for me at one point. She left. But she called me one day and she said, Joe, I can't come in today because I need a mental health day. And I said, what do you mean? And she said, I'm just too stressed to come in today. Now, I guess I'm old school. Because I get my ass up and I go into work, whether I'm stressed or sick or broken or battered, beaten, it doesn't matter. I got a responsibility to my family, to my home, to my community, to my business that I got to go in. I mean, I gave her the day off. I am sympathetic because I know this has been groomed year after year after year for decades. So I gave her the day off, but I'm telling you, this new generation is whoa. Now, Newsmax is talking about Dr. Oz and running for government office. Now, we do need new, fresh people in there. I just don't know that Dr. Oz is it. I would love to see some no-name people with substance. You are out there. Some of you are listening right now. I'd love to see some no-name people with substance. You don't have to be in the public eye to be a part of government. You don't have to have a TV show or star in movies to be a part of government. But you got to get up and do it. You got to. Change comes from within. You're speaking to somebody that has walked down the wrong road before, and nothing changed until I changed. So I'm telling you, change comes from within. If we want to change this, it's got to come from within. If you're a business owner, if you're a single mother, if you're a housewife, if you're a hardworking, blue-collar individual, doesn't matter what you are. If this is your calling, it is your calling. I never would have thought that this is my calling, but it is. My calling is to open people's eyes to the truth of things and send them on their path. Maybe you don't realize it's your path yet, but maybe, just maybe, you get an itch from listening to these words and you decide, what the hell, let's try. I'm going to run for my city council. I'm going to run for mayor of my small town. And maybe, just maybe, that sparks something that 10 years down the road, you're the governor. It could happen. It's happened before. It'll happen again. But change only comes from within. We need fresh people in there with an open mind, with their heart pure and not full of hatred. I'm sorry, but people like the Bush family, people like AOC, people like the Clintons, they have hatred in their heart. And it spans the entire spectrum. I'm not just going to focus on one side. It is the entire spectrum. Hate in their heart. What is that, guys? Chris Christie? He has got hatred in his heart. He is a vindictive motherfucker. Can I cuss on here? I just don't know. I hope so. Please don't bleep me and please don't delete me. So if it's your calling, it's your calling. Do it. I'm telling you. Oh, and last but not least, MSNBC has Trump right on the front. Boy, they got it out for him. They just can't get enough of it. Will Trump ever be charged with a crime? Oh, man. You know, look, he was not a politician. I'm sitting here telling you that we need more people that are not politicians. Of course, they're going to focus on everything the guy did wrong, and it was plenty. Plenty. But the bottom line is, he did some things right. He opened the line of communication with North Korea, something that hasn't been done before or since. Because seasoned politicians know that conflict is big business. And if you are one to create conflict, then we're not going to talk to you. And boy, oh boy, that outlook, just wait till this year. You don't think that there's going to be a conflict this year? If you don't think that, boy, you're crazy, because midterms are coming. And you don't want to switch leadership with a conflict, or dare I say the W, going on. These politicians on both sides, again, I want to stress to you, I'm not referring just to one side. I am a moderate. I don't care one way or the other. But I'm trying to stress to you, on both sides, they are plotting, planning, chess players, puppet masters, if you will. They aren't focused on the current move. They're focused 5 moves later. They are good at what they do. That is why they are at the levels that they are. They are all colossal POSs. Now, I shouldn't say all. Like, there's a couple people out there that I like. I do. Tulsi. That's the one right there. And again, I like the Pelosi squad and the Clinton squad and all those individuals. AOC, I do not care for. But I like old Tulsi. I shouldn't say old. I like Tulsi. I do. That's that freshness I talk about. Unfortunately, there's a good chance that she's been tainted by the lobbyist and the political machine, but maybe, just maybe, she hasn't. We will see. You'll hear that name this year for sure. Now that we're done running the news, man, 2021 was a tough year. A lot of sacrifice for everyone. And wouldn't you know that it would be highlighted with the loss on the last day of an American icon. Betty White died at 99 years old. I grew up on the Golden Girls, and I loved Betty White. What a talent, and what a loss. There'll never be another. So I would like to just have, 30 seconds, if you would, of silence for Betty White. We will certainly miss you, Betty. We will miss you like no other. I want to hear from you about what you want us to tackle next, where you want us to go, and what topics you want us to tackle next. I want to have some format to this. I want some structure to this. And I want this to be listener driven. Doing the things that you would like us to do. Covering the things that you would like us to cover. Or should I say, uncovering the things you would like us to uncover. I want to talk crypto for a minute because I have a lot of crypto followers. At one point, I taught crypto to just random individuals. I had a pretty big Discord, like 700 members at one point. That has all went to the wayside, but I know a lot of you still listen, and I know the market's down, and I know it seems that we are entering a bear market, so I want to give you my synopsis, and then by no means am I a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. We're entering what would be considered a bearish cycle. You have the Fed, you have the XRP lawsuit, and I guarantee you have regulation this year. The game is over as far as the parabolic moves for quote unquote shit coins. Coins with no utility whatsoever. Think a la Dogecoin. No utility whatsoever. The next move, the next cycle, the next bullish time will be that of utility. So if you are in crypto and you're wondering what to do with your gains, I would suggest studying up on coins or tokens or projects with utility. To all my XRP people out there, I get asked all the time thoughts on XRP. It dipped to what, 60 cents? Not too long ago. I don't think that your delusions of grandeur for a $10,000 XRP will manifest anytime soon. I do think XRP will have a pump. I think it'll be a $3 to $5 pump, and it too will fizzle out. Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Cardano, there's so many. Solana, there's all these projects with utility that are out there that you should be focused on. Hex, let's not forget Hex. But this is a bearish time. So you'll see a lot of people step away from this arena. They'll step away from talking about and being about crypto during this time. You'll see the diehards that still remain when times aren't so bullish. Those are the people that have made money. Those are the people that have weathered the storm. So if you want my advice and you're still in crypto, stay in crypto. Just be smart about your moves because you will get wicked out. The whales want your money. They're whales for a reason. They didn't start out to be whales, not all of them. But they know how to manipulate the market. Everything is about money and manipulation. If you're seeing a pattern develop with everything, everything is about money and manipulation. Brighter days are coming. I got a lot of people that jumped in the market basically at its highest point. And they've been trying to just get back in the black ever since. Hopefully some of them took my advice about a month ago when I told them start just trying to zero out at this point and wait for the dip and buy back in where you should have bought in the first place, but you were late to the game and you wanted to get involved, and there's nothing wrong with that. So that's my thoughts on crypto. Now, I'm going to reiterate for a lot of you what has transpired with myself, my business, and where we are current day. Because every time I go live, there are people that still, whether they haven't watched the content or they'll say things like, I thought you owned the business. I do actually at this point. I was squeezed out, okay? I was basically presented a choice. Stay and we'll make sure you have no customer base. No customers, no business. If you have nothing coming in, you're not going to be in business very long. Or step aside and all will be the same. So I had to make the best business decision for the people I owe the responsibility to, the employees. I had to make the best business decision, and I believe I did by stepping aside. Where we stand current day, I own this for a couple more weeks on paper. I am no longer a part of this. I am no longer part of the daily operations of this. And there is a lawsuit pending for intellectual property violation. I violated some terms, some agreements contractually, and someone wants to have me pay the piper, if you will. So stop asking me if I own the business or you thought I owned it, or just stop. I've explained it. I've explained it multiple times, and yet here again I am explaining it to you. So please stop asking. I thought you owned it. I had to relinquish that position of ownership to keep it alive. Simply put, bottom line, that 5 years, see you later. But that's okay, because when one door closes, another opens. Oh, we got a soundboard. Oh, shit. So, back to business. You guys put in the comments what you want us to go after, what you want us to discuss, what you want us to find the facts for. And we will do that. This podcast is a place for you to come with an open mind, and hopefully we touch a nerve. Hopefully we open a door for you. That's how it happens, folks. That's how it starts. Had it not been for the shutting down of the economy, my door would have never opened. I was content just being one of the masses. I didn't really get into politics. I was more into my family, being a father, sports, guy stuff. Arr, arr, arr. But that single action opened the door for me to start looking into things a little more closely. And now every facet of life opens another door. What I am on right now and what I am researching is the weather, because something is just not right. Now, is it global warming or is it something more? That is what I am digging in to right now. Now, I still have a team of individuals that are a part of this. They are hungry for things to do. So please comment what you want us to dive into, and we will do so. We will get the facts. We will present the facts. We will get professionals, experts in that realm, and we will have them on the podcast. And we will start breaking this stuff down for you. And then once we have all the facts, we will all draw an educated hypothesis as to what is truly going on. Because you're not going to have a 100% truth ever unless you are privy to the information. Unless you are a part of it, you have to draw some kind of educated guess. So that is what I'm diving into. And I'm worried. Not for myself. I'm worried for my kids. And I'm worried for their kids. Because I really feel like we've tipped a balance. Not in our favor. And I'm not saying it's global warming. And I'm not saying it's not. I'm saying I am researching this day in and day out so that I can bring you the truth about it, because something's wrong. Okay? I understand it's cyclical. I get it. I understand it's a pattern, and it follows that pattern for years and years and years. It has rained every day here in the Midwest since Christmas. And when I say rain, I don't mean to sprinkle. No, I don't. I mean an all-out downpour like we are setting in April. Oh, yeah, and did I tell you it's been as warm as it is in April? It's January 1st. And if we've tipped a balance, is there anything we can do? Because we need to do it and fast. And if we haven't tipped a balance, and by some crazy conspiracy, this is our doing, it's being manipulated like everything else, who is behind it and why? So look for that also in the coming weeks, because this is a big deal. Very big deal. We live here. This earth sustains us. And if something is off kilter, by golly, we better fix it, and we better fix it fast. Because we're not going to last very long as a species without this. We're not heading to Alpha Centauri danger, Will Robinson. We're not. If something goes wrong here, oh boy. If something goes wrong here, it's over. It's over. So I think it's a big deal. I don't know about you. Also, I'd like to hear from you. What are your thoughts about this? A lot of people will say HARP and they'll leave it at that. Please explain to the other individuals who follow, who listen, what the hell HARP is. It's been proven that it's true. You know, we now have the benefit of open disclosure after a certain amount of time. It's just so convenient how they bury this information in a bunch of BS, right? Full disclosure, people. You can partly thank Donald Trump for that, and I know people on the left will never thank Donald Trump for anything. He will not be back. For all of those people holding out hope that in 2024 the Don will come riding in, he will not be back. But whoever he grooms and chooses, which I've already told you who, that will be a big mover and shaker in 2024. Anyhow, sorry, I digress, but you got to give him some due, some time. Like even today, the tornado watches. Even today. You got wildfires in Colorado, state of emergencies declared in Kentucky. There's so much going on weather-based. I'm telling you, something here. I want to talk about TikTok for a second. I'm losing followers every day. Hundreds. I don't know how. And I'm assuming that it's people being deleted and banned because of the society in which we live now, where you can't say your opinion. You can't give a truth that is fact-based if it goes against the narrative. So there's that. But we're still going to use TikTok. We're going to go live until the lawsuit is over. I have to be very cautious on what I say. So that is your opportunity to interface with Joe Truth, to get your points across, to have questions answered, sorta. We just got to be very cautious about what we say right now. Once this is over, it's back to business as usual. Now, a lot of people are asking, how can we support you? There's a multitude of ways. Number one, you can support by donating your time. If you are a professional in a certain area, whether it be web design or application design or whatever the case may be, you can donate your skills as we attempt to build this. Our goal, our focus is to rival that of an InfoWars, to be that size, to be that much of an entity, to have an impact. So you can donate your time and your skills. You can also donate financially. There is nothing wrong with donating financially. You see the Cash App, the Venmo, and the PayPal up here. I do need to change the Discord. That's over. The TikTok and the Instagram. I do need to change that. But you can donate financially. You can share and be an advocate for these accounts. Spread the word. I'm part of the Truth Seekers, and there's a guy out there that pushes for the truth. So much so that he's lost his business and everything. You know, he's taking a stand. He's digging his feet into the sand and saying, bring it on, because I'm not moving. I'm not going anywhere. And you can just support by listening and being a part of the community. I think we're going to build another Discord. It is not going to be a financial Discord. It's just going to be a place for you guys to come and speak. I think you all need to speak to one another. That is the best part about the 7-20-30 stuff, is that we built a very strong community, and a lot of people made friends. A lot of people found spouses. A lot of people found families. And it's a pretty tight-knit community of core people. And I'm lucky to have you guys in my life for sure. And I wish you all the best in this new year. I truly do. But I ask that you all contribute in some way, shape, or form. Whether it's your time and your skill, whether it's monetary, whether it's sharing and be an advocate for, no matter what it is, I ask that you contribute. One thing I can tell you for certain, the only way that this thing is going to grow is together. We're up against the machine, people. The more we uncover, the harder that machine is going to push us and try to silence us. Now, I just want to address supply chain really quick. A lot of people come here for that. I know the President of the United States currently says that he has fixed and remedied supply chain. Listen to what I'm saying to you. Nothing has been fixed. They were able to facilitate a holiday season because it matters to corporations, it matters to retailers. Nothing is fixed. And if you want to know about the medical stuff, it is more so than ever before. Now, there will be trolls and there will be anti-truth seekers and anti-truth people that say, well, duh, there's a pandemic. Yeah, I know there is. This is still very abnormal. Okay? Very, very abnormal. We are multiple years into this pandemic, and to sit here and try to justify how different things are and put it solely on the pandemic is utter BS. And it's not just me that says it. There are people on the ports. There are people in logistics, distributing centers, distribution centers over the entire nation that all say the same thing. There are truckers that say the same thing. This is unlike anything we've ever seen, and it's not getting any better. It's only getting worse. So believe whatever it is you want to believe, but I'm telling you because this is what I do or did. And we'll have some professionals, some experts in that realm, in that arena on the podcast as well. I have been working tirelessly to be able to have these voice calls and have them recorded on the podcast. We got a lot going on, a lot of big things in the new year. But I need your help and I need your support. Very important. If you believe in this and you believe in the truth, then I'm going to use the phrase, put your money where your mouth is, and I don't mean just monetary. I'm saying put your ass actively in the community so that we can build this up. We can dig our heels into the sand and we could say unequivocally, we're not going anywhere. We want the truth and we want it now. We want the whole truth and nothing but the truth. We don't want a half truth. We don't want a story. And we damn sure don't want to lie. We deserve it. You pay taxes. You are part of this country. You are citizens. You are born here. You are adopted citizens. You're Americans. You deserve to know what's going on. Whether it be COVID, whether it be Russia, whether it be the weather, whether it be political, whether it be whatever, you deserve to know the truth. Don't you think? Until next time, and like I said, please, let us know what you want us to dive into so that we can give you what you want, the facts about what you want. Leave them in the comments. Find me on IG. Find me on TikTok. Leave comments. DM. Email. Do whatever it takes. Get us what you want us to cover, and we will give you all truth all the time. Until next time, people, I'm Joe Truth, and please go out and support NEFX, NEF, FEX.
So enigmatic and charismatic, gotta live static, gotta get at it, never pragmatic, cause we live tragic. I can't live average, to be alive's magic. Turn it up in the back cause I'm grabbing everything I want, get in my way and I'm stabbing. I'll be moving crowds till I'm 6 feet napping. They need another fix, hooked on like an addict. I got my eyes on the prize and it's changing lives. I wanna live till I die, make a difference, right? I wanna give those in need a reason to fight. I wanna live every day like it's my last night. I wanna change how we play the game, rearrange all the pieces till they say my name, push an agenda against doing what they say. I wanna stand up and start a revolution. I wanna start a revolution. I wanna start a